Hey everybody. So in order to do this, you'd have to have an SD to Vita adapter. So you can buy them for a few bucks. But it's still way cheaper than the PS Vita memory cards. Look, the 32 gigabytes, they're a few $100s. They're going for crazy prices. So if you want to use an SD card on your PS Vita, it's a cheaper way. You have to buy this. So once you've got that, you have to make sure that your PS Vita is running custom firmware. In order to check for that, you can go to your PS Vita and go to Settings, System Information, and you should be able to see something like this. Yeah. So once that's out of the way, you can go into the Vita shell. You should have Vita shell if you have custom firmware. Okay, so once you're loaded into the Vita shell, I need to update. So let's just do that right now. All right, it's updated. It will automatically restart and it will be boot back into it. If you don't want this trophy warning, you can actually solve it. We can do this now. Go inside and go into the UX0 folder. Go to the users folder and save data, and then we can delete the Vita shell save, the whole folder. We delete the whole folder, and then if we boot back in, we shouldn't have that warning anymore. Yep, no more warning. So inside Vita shell, we launched the FTP by pressing select because we need to download VitaDeploy, and then we can FTP it from our computer to our PS Vita. So I've already downloaded it. I'll leave a link in the description. You need to download this program, VitaDeploy. So now we're going to transfer it from our computer through FTP to our PS Vita. This should be a very quick process. And then back into our Vita, we install it. We locate it. We put it into the UX0 folder under data, and then we can click on it to install. Sorry, my camera's a little bit out focused here. I'm trying my best to focus on the small text. Once it's finished installing, you can quit out of Vita shell, and you should see VitaDeploy on your live area, and we can open that up. Once you're here, you can go to the app downloader. There's a few things you can download, but for this tutorial, you just need the YAMT installer, and then we click download. So now it's downloading and installing. And it's been installed. So once it's installed, you can quit out of this VitaDeploy, and you should be able to see the YAMT app on your live area. So now we get our SD to Vita card. We need to format our SD card on the computer. So we get the SD card and plug it into our computer. and we need to download two things. One is the ZZ blank.image, that's the image we need to flash to the SD card, and one is the program to flash it to, the Win32 disk imager. So download those both, there will be a link in the description, and then install the Win32 disk imager, and then select the blank image, the ZZ blank.image, and then make sure you selected the correct drive, and then we can write to it. So once you've written that, we need to format our SD card now. So we can go to your Windows and format it into exFAT. We do exFAT format, and then we do the cluster size 64K. Once that's done, you can eject it and put the SD card back into your SD to Vita adapter. And then we can put the SD to Vita adapter into our game card slot on your PS Vita. And then we can open the YAMT program. We select install the light version, and then your system should reboot. Okay, so once you're back, go to settings, and then go to devices. Then you'll see storage devices. We enable use YAMT, and the UX0 we set to memory card for now, and then UMA0 we set to SD to Vita. So these are two different locations that you've got to remember for now. Okay, so now we're gonna copy our memory card data to the SD card. But when I load into VitaShell, I find that the location that we just set is not there. So we have to restart the machine for it to take effect. So now I'm restarting. So if you remember the two locations, the UX0 is actually directing to our memory card, the PS Vita memory card, and the UMA0, that's directing to the SD card right now. So but it needs to restart to take effect. Okay, so now we go back into VitaShell and see if the UMA0 location is there. Yep, it's there, and you can see it's a 29 gigs, so that's the 32 gigabyte SD card that I put into the adapter. And you can see UX0 is 3 point something gig. That's the 4 gigabyte original PS Vita memory card that I'm using. So I go into the UX0 folder, and I'm gonna press the triangle button to mark them all, and I'm gonna copy it and paste it to the UMA0. So I'm basically transferring all my data from my PS Vita memory card to the SD card, because I'm going to be using the SD card. So I'm going to transfer all that data. Okay, because I don't have anything on the memory card right now, so it's a very quick transfer. For you, you might have some data, games, it might take a longer time. Now I'm going back into the settings, the devices, storage device, and then I'm going to change the UX0 to the SD to Vita. So that's going to be my main memory now, and the UMA0 location will be directed to my memory card. And then I'm going to restart the machine for it to take effect. But first we can take a look in the settings system. Right now it's directing the memory card to, it's a 4 gig memory card, which is the main memory card that it's using. So I've changed it just now. So once I restart, my memory would be 29 gigs. That will be the 32 gig card. All right, so now we take a look, go back into settings, and we check the system information, and you can see the memory card we now have 29 gigs. So that's the 32 gig card that I put into my Vita. So hope this helped you out. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.